I want everybody to listen. Are they focused on are they clear on the audience? So when they present it, did they convey the message to the audience? Did they follow the objective? And then we will check that they're on time. Nikki will tell me every time. So we are gonna stop you at 3 minutes. And is it clear? It's important that we all understand what they're saying, okay?
Hello, my name is Rochelle Fraga, president of the Fraga Consulting Group. I'm here with my husband, Jorge Fraga, our vice president. Fraga Consulting Group, or FCG, is a management marketing consulting company that is certified women-owned small business. We elevate businesses by providing tailored business solutions that drive growth, efficiency, and lasting success for our clients. FCG is driven by your success and prosperity. Do you want to produce your products faster, lower costs, and increase customer satisfaction? Feeling the pressure to adapt and grow? Ready to unlock your business's full potential? Falling short on results? Ready to redefine your business strategy? We've mastered those challenges, delivered all real results with immediate impact and proven success. We develop solutions that are customized for your company using proven analytical methodologies that are feasible to implement.
The client is purposely brought into the process to ensure engagement amongst leadership, staff, and external stakeholders. Solutions are adopted by the people that will be doing the work, their staff. We use a methodology where we diagnose your business to see how you operate and to understand your problem. Then we use these findings to develop solutions with the staff and leadership. And we then create an implementation plan to make those solutions a reality. FCG quickly integrates into our clients' operations and staff to understand their processes and issues. Our clients usually refer us or hire us again due to our due diligence on rapidly understanding their businesses to begin solving problems and implementing solutions. Our team has over 25 years of proven award-winning success and brings specialized skills in strategic planning, process improvement, marketing, data analysis, and technical expertise. The FCG team has certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belts and project management professionals on staff. We work on a project-to-project basis, and each client is quoted based on the scope of work, time involved, and necessary personnel. We are contracted on a firm fixed price or a solution based on an agreed-upon approach, schedule, or by the hour, or through a retainer charged per month to provide advisory services. As our past clients attest, FCG consistently provides exceptional deliverables, bringing in an industrial engineering background and a critical eye that provides an unbiased perspective to an assortment of tasks and their associated deliverables. Our clients refer us and bring us back to tackle new challenges for them because of trust. A recent study conducted by Source Global Research found that 87% of companies stated that trust is one of the most important factors when purchasing consulting services. One of our favorite testimonials from a past client stated that it is a rare thing to have a company recommend organizational change and still be liked and appreciated across their organization.
Unlike big consulting firms that can often provide cookie cutter solutions, at Fraga Consulting Group, we're not just consulting. We are committed partners to your journey and success.
Okay, let's just stop there.
We had 2 sentences left.
Okay, one question. Yeah, so that now you know that when you practice it, you need to make it shorter. Let's see what everybody wants, what feedback the group has, and then I'll tell you what I think. Anybody, feedback for George and Rochelle?
Yeah, I was gonna, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say that when you said the statistic about trust, I thought it was great, but I feel like if you opened with that, it might have caught attention more quickly. So that would be my feedback.
Thanks.
Okay, good point. What else? What else did you hear or that you like or you didn't like? Mm-hmm.
I think you could tell that you guys kind of rehearsed it and you kind of you orchestrated and you put it together very well. It seemed like a commercial, which to me is not a bad thing. It just seemed like you guys really went and refined the pitch for an audience that's sitting in front of you that's coming there. So it sounded very well refined. You had a lot of good information in there, and it sounded very professionally developed and rehearsed. So That was
Could
good.
you understand what we do? Because that's our biggest challenge. is
Yeah,
always-
I definitely understand what you do. It definitely sounds like you guys are very focused on business development, and you have your particular niche on what you want to help out and who you want to help out and who you guys are. And it just sounded like the more you guys would have been able to talk or go on past those 3 minutes, you know, I would have definitely understood your company inside and out by the end of your pitch. So.
And we were in the process of cutting out some sentences. We
It
just
was
ran
too
out of
long.
time.
It was too redundant.
We had 2 sentences left, and we're like,
Okay,
But-
what else?
and the trust.
Any, any other comment?
Yeah, if you mind, I kind of agree with Siobhan. I think that was a very interesting, impactful, the trusting factor. I like the, you are not a cookie cutter kind of solution. But I felt like, well, we probably missed the call to action, and that was the kind of thing that I thought, okay, where do we go next with this? And bring it a little down to what, again, I mentioned this to you before, like what business segment do you work on? Do you have expertise on everything? What is your area of expertise specifically? I felt like it was a little missing there. But everything else was great. And I would start with the trusting. I thought that was a great line.
Thank you.
Okay, any other comment? Okay, so here are my comments. Honestly, I think you wasted a lot of time at the beginning. The beginning is very long, it's very slow. Usually start maybe with the trust and say we are X and Y and we focus on this problem and this solution very fast. I think you lost a lot of time at the beginning. I think you need to clarify, and I'm with Francisco on that. What is that you really benefit? What is that you do? What is your niche? So we help small business, medium-sized business, business in highly competitive markets, because what you do in reality is you can make companies more efficient. So that's especially a good niche for companies that are in highly competitive industries. So you need to clarify your value proposition there, I think. Contrary to Francisco, I don't like the phrase cookie cutter. I think it's very much, it's like maybe customized or tailored for your business. I think I like more something like that.
But we put cookie cutter as like a contrast to our competitors provide cookie cutter where we don't.
Yeah, but the cookie cutter is a phrase that is used so much, I think.
Okay.
So, but if you say, we tailor for you, or okay, Tina.
I like the fact that you integrate some type of data, I like that. But I think you focus too much time speaking about what the client think of you. I mean, you should just say it in a very short sentence, utilizing strong words. And one thing that I like that you touch the point of what differentiate you
I like
as
that.
a small agency versus big agencies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that you can use that point to saying that you can provide a more how should I say it? That you you provide a close, I mean, the word is not coming to my head, but that you cater to your clientele, a closer relationship versus, agencies that you just a number, you're just one more client on the list. The word flew out of my my head, but
Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Alexis.
Great job. Great first attempt. To Jason's point, yes, it did sound like a commercial, but remember, your goal is to ask for investment. So we don't need to know everything you do. We need to know what you do well. And I found it very interesting that you all asked during the feedback if we understood what you did. That makes me feel like you weren't very clear on it, which is why you listed it instead of focusing on one thing. The feedback that you all are getting is telling you that your strength is in customization. It's in your ability to be personalized because you're smaller. Focus in on that and bridge out from there. So if you can hone in on one singular strength or service, it'll make it a lot easier to prune the information, right? Because that was definitely more than 12 sentences. You guys are still trying to figure out more sentences. Centralize on one strength, depending on the audience, and it'll change. But centralize on one strength. If it's that it's a personalizable, a customized experience, then let that carry you through your pitch. Let that be your through line. Otherwise, great presentation. I love the back and forth between you two. Fully invested. So
it had really good things, but be careful. In fact, you didn't focus on the audience and the objective. You were telling us a pitch for a client. So just remember that. When you have a very clear objective, it will simplify the rest of the process. Okay?
thank you.
But thank you. Sorry, we're being hard because I think that's the idea, no? But good work.
Man, we were the first, man.
Really quick, Adriana, just really quickly, think about a company that could use your specific services. Think about like a Dollar Tree that's closing that could use your help and center it there.
No, and I'm going to use, even though I know we're taking a little bit longer with this first exercise, but I think it's going to help everybody. If we think about the audience and the objective, you could have focused everything about, you know, we have this track, you have an amazing track record. So we have our track record has allowed us to change this amount of small businesses and with an impact of savings in how much? Because remember, you're talking to someone that is going to give you a grant. And if you give me this grant, I could take 3 more clients. What is that I can do? Okay? So always focus. Once you focus in the audience, it's exactly the same that the value proposition. You cannot write a value proposition if you don't know your target segment. In this case, the same. Once you have very clear who's your audience and the objective, then you can really narrow every single message. So you are in the right track, but you're still more towards, I mean, be careful not to move to a client pitch when we are doing a grant pitch.
And the hard part is we ran out of time, and based on the 10-question homework, we defined that objective, so we defined it on the client, and all of a sudden we're trying to change it, and we just have time.
That's okay. That's okay. I know, but you have good material. Continue working on it and maybe tailor more than one pitch. So you are ready. Okay? Thank you. And sorry, always to be the first ones is tough. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Reducing food waste can generate a triple win. It can save money, feed more people, and it can help the planet. Food loss and waste is responsible for an estimated 8% of annual greenhouse gas emissions, and the average benefit cost ratio for food waste reduction was 7.1 over 3 years time frame. We offer food waste management for restaurants and bars. Our approach begins with precise food waste measurement, allowing us to accurately quantify waste and identify areas for improvement. Through meticulous analysis, we pinpoint hotspots where waste occurs more frequently, enabling targeted interventions to reduce waste at its source. We understand that every restaurant is unique. We offer personalized solutions tailored to each client's specific needs, goals, and constraints, ensuring maximum impact and value delivery. Food waste management is mostly not done due to the idea that it requires a big investment. We are going to show them how much money they will earn. By starting to measure their food waste, they will understand this opportunity. The grant money will be used for developing a food waste management software user-friendly for restaurants to help our management service. We have 20 plus years of experience as restaurant owners, managers, administration managers, and accounting for restaurants and bars. And we saw it all. Tomatoes on the floor, smelly salmon so old, bad ordering, productions of mise en place without control. So if you judges believe in us, you're going to see a much better planet soon.
Okay, very good. Questions, comments?
That was great.
Okay,
I thought you described your service very well. I like the stats in the beginning, and I thought you were very concise with your explanation.
First thing, I want to tell you, you were great too. I was going to say you were great, but I wanted to start with the presentation because of my head, you know, and sorry that we have to read. We have to practice this a lot to say it without reading, no?
Okay, so any other comment? Thank you,
Oh.
Guillermo, Natalia.
I like how you made it very personal. You know, you pictured like immediately said tomato on the floor. And I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of food that falls on the floor, you know, when you look in the restaurants and stuff like that. It just made it very personal. It made it something that I could visualize in my head that I've seen for myself. And then talking about food waste and how you said you could feed more people. You know, you talked about how it affects the environment. I mean, all those things really tie in, and it makes it very, very reachable for me, who is not in the food industry at all whatsoever. I'm just a consumer. So that was good.
Hi, Guillermo, Natalia, I have a question. Are you guys looking to partner up with organizations like Feeding South Florida or any food pantries that are local to the community that may be an outlet for this food waste?
Yes, we are.
Yes, but we first we want to work on the source, on that the restaurant try to reduce the food waste that they generate. So we are focused on work on that first, and then yes, we love to make all the partners that reduce the other food waste.
Yeah,
Right, so that's something
with
to,
a lot of foundations. Sorry.
yeah, keep that on the burner. We have huge organizations in South Florida where you can find avenues. After you've exhausted your reducing, there's still going to be some that food pantries and veteran organizations and Feeding South Florida may be good.
Thank you. Alexis, go ahead.
Great job for the first try. The fact that people are asking you follow-up questions means they're invested, which is really good. You got your call to action out, you painted a picture and walked through a story. I would say just be a little bit more mindful of the pacing that you're going at. Some things drag a little bit. And I would also suggest to use more data if you have it and speak about the things that you've done more. So other than that, I thought it was a really great first attempt. Very clear, and you guys still did it within a minute left. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comment? No? I really like it. I think it was engaging. You call our attention from the beginning, which was good. I think after you give all the statistics, before you start, we offer food, you should say we are and name your names. So you put all the statistics and then you can say who you are. One thing that I got a gap, even though I was so engaged, I wasn't clear on the business model, how you make money and how you plan to grow. I think that's missing in a way. You need to expand that. Then I think also at the end, don't say if you believe. I think that puts doubt on what you do. I think by what is the name of your company?
The Admin Solutions.
The Admin Solutions?
B-admin solution.
B-admin solutions. So B-admin solutions with this $5,000 with this $5,000 grant, B-admin solution could what? Transform what in what time? So I will go more direct on the impact the $5,000 will have. But very good work. It was very engaging and we were clear on what you do. So thank you. Just work a lot of, I mean, the business model is key because people, anybody that is gonna give you money would like to know how you are making, how you're, being profitable, because we are talking about for profit. Are you non-profit or for profit?
No, non-profit. No, we are a profit.
Okay, so you need to
LLC,
prove
yeah.
that you make money and how you are growing and expanding, how you plan to expand. Okay, so that's the only area that I thought you can improve. But thank you. Okay.
Yeah, we would like to then partner with non-profits. We are with some foundations, but as us, we are an LLC and just.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm starting. Did you know that 6 in 10 Americans are afflicted by at least one chronic disease? And if you take a look at baby boomers, at least 3 chronic diseases. We created Prevent TV to provide the latest and most reliable information on causes, prevention, and treatment of chronic diseases and improve the lives of our audience. The information is presented by top clinicians from the best universities and medical institutions in the US. The information is never compromised, and I personally assemble a team of clinicians and people with production and distribution experience in this area, from the US and across, Latin America and Europe. We plan to launch, a platform that Netflix would support, that would be supported by a specific, sponsors in terms of the subjects, that would be at hand to improve the lives of our audience. And based on that, I request your support with this grant. It would truly improve the lives of thousands of, people. You're muted.
Thank you. Thank you, Francisco. Who wants to give a comment? Thank you so much. Comments?
I think you're natural at talking, like you like to do it. You're comfortable talking in front of people, but you didn't use up all of the time, and there was missing information about the business model and about your expertise, why we should trust your platform, that you could have filled that time with, especially because you're so comfortable speaking. So I would have liked to see you take advantage of the full time for that. I thought that the opening was great with the statistic. I think you can build a firmer connection between that statistic and your solution to the problem as the business platform. So you said that, there's baby boomers, specifically 3 or more chronic diseases. Imagine a world where you could have information, preventative information at your fingertips or at your TV. Prevent TV is here to facilitate blah ABC, right? So I will send you my bill later. But other than that, those were the main things for me. I need to know more about the business model, a little bit about the finances and why we should trust your platform. And again, for the short time of the pitch, you definitely had time to fill the space with that. But otherwise, great job.
Thank you.
I'm taking Alexis on her comment about the business model, about, how you are going to make the money. One thing that, when you mentioned that, your audience or your target can trust your information? Who are your, where is the information obtaining from? What type of sources that can secure that I can trust what the information that you are providing? Okay, so being that you talk, your company is about chronic disease, you have to be very careful about saying that, your audience or your target can trust your source. Okay, because me personally, if I'm reading something from a second source that is not the Mayo Clinic, for instance, I don't trust it. Okay, so that's my comment.
Thank you.
Anybody else? So Francisco, honestly, much better than the first one that we started the workshop. Finally, I understood. At least I understood what you do. Okay. The initial was good. You had a good fact. I think after that, you should say, I'm the CEO or president of this company after the fact. Then you didn't follow you started very strong. I would say you started much better, and then you took for granted that you could fill out the blanks. Then I think if you finish to do the exercise, you can achieve something interesting. So I think specifically for what the service that you are developing, it's very important to explain the target, because you say that this is everybody suffer for a chronic disease, but especially baby boomers. You say baby boomers, or I'm dreaming?
I said 3 out of 10, and then actually, yes, 3 diseases, when it comes to baby boomers.
Okay, but one very important thing is that baby boomers consume data in a completely different way. So Generation X and baby boomers consume data, because I'm already in that older group, in a different way. So younger crowds, Google, even probably health to TikTok and other ways, okay? But older generations, we depend on the concept of the TV as a source of information, even if it's through cable or to like a Netflix, like a platform. But you need to bring that to add value why you are unique. Because it's true, we can Google, we can find all that information, but the segment of the population that you are targeting doesn't do that. They really like the videos all consolidated in one place. So you have something there, work on it. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. Our passion for cleanliness and creating tidy spaces inspire us to make a positive impact on our customers and their employees by providing high quality services. Synergia Pro services save our customer time, allowing them to concentrate on running their business efficiently. Why we provide clean, healthy, and welcoming environments. With the dedicated job of our staff, we create a positive impression of our clients, as well as reduce the risk of accidents and create a healthier workspaces. We've developed a customized cleaning plan tailored to each client's requirement. This plan has the frequency of cleaning visits and a specific task to be performed and any additional requests by the client. The value of our company are transferred to our staff to provide what the clients need: honesty, trust, personalized attention, professionalism, and efficiency. Our clients value our quality of service, punctuality, attention to details, good communication, and results. Our company get paid through invoicing, online payments, and checks, and we plan to grow offering new services to existing and new clients with the technology integration and brand building using social media to showcase our expertise and credibility in the industry. We are looking for access to $5,000 to invest in 2 polishers and 1 floor sweeper to bring new technology to the process and make it easier and efficient. Our team has experience working in the commercial cleaning industry, attention to details and every aspect of cleaning process, professionalism, and problem-solving skills to achieve optimal results. Our clients should buy our services because it offers a combination of quality, expertise, customizations, value, and excellent customer service that exceeds their expectations.
Thank you, Yasly. Thank you very much. Okay, comments.
Call to actions.
No, but she said that why she wanted to the money.
Yeah, she made the ask and the call to action was the allocation.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
I
But good job,
think that
Justin.
I think it sounded like you were it seemed like you were kind of hesitant on the time constraint. So it seemed like you were kind of rushing through it a bit fast. So maybe some pauses would have been, you had some time for some pauses. But it was good information, but I just think that it just felt like you were rushing through it. So I was trying to catch up.
Thank you, Jason. Anybody else?
Agreed. Yasly, you covered all the information, but baby, you gotta breathe, take a breath, let it flow. I understand you were worried about the time constraints. I'm also sure there was concerns around a language barrier, but a part of this, and this is for everybody, a part of this is not just checking the boxes. It's about finding your flow, adding your personality into it. A lot of time, depending on who's judging, they may not fully understand what it is that you do, but they buy into you. So feel free to inject your personality into it a little bit as you get more comfortable with the information. Take breaths, flow, give your audience, give the judges time to digest the information that's given. I would have liked the open to be a little more catchy. I almost didn't realize that you started. It just kind of seemed like you just jumped into information. So maybe a little bit more storytelling or a statistic or something that's like a hard, like Adriana mentioned, a trigger or a hook for your audience. But other than that, great job.
Anybody else? Any other comment? No. So Yasly, you have a lot of good points. I wanna add some things. Maybe I agree, start with a fact. Maybe you can find something like how many people get sick at work because it's not cleaned properly. Something like that, that makes it very relevant. 2, I think you mentioned commercial cleaning services at the end. You never say at the beginning, it should be in the first 3 lines that you are a commercial cleaning company. You said that you clean and all of that, but I heard the words I even wrote corporate cleaning and I heard at the end that you would say commercial cleaning services. So move the phrase commercial cleaning services higher up. Work on your business model too. Like how, maybe, did you say how long have you been in business? No. How long have you been in business?
2 years.
2 years. And have you grown since then?
Yes.
How much?
I have big contracts with 2 big clients. So, yeah.
Okay, so in your traction, I will also add, we have acquired clients of this size. We have been with them for the last 2 years. In your service, so how do I measure that you are a good cleaning service company? Yeah. One thing is not only the level of companies that hire you, but the retention. How long have you been with them? So make an emphasis on those things, but you have good things.
Yes, I try to synthesize because my lines were 4 or 5. I have a lot to say. So
no, but you have a good base. Continue working on it. Just make sure that the points, like the phrases that you say, for example, prove that our cleaning company is one of the best, is that we have been hired by two important companies in Miami, and they have been with us since this day. Okay, so try sometimes when we do examples or comparisons, or we humanize the data. For instance, I like that Francisco says like a Netflix of, so we could get the image. In your case, you know what? How can you humanize the fact that you have an amazing team, that they have used you for a long time? How can, with what you say, prove that you are an amazing cleaning company, which is not easy to find? So work on it, but you have a good base, you have good things, and your
Adriana,
business model.
Adriana, I want to mention, you know, she has done business with the Dolphin Stadium, correct? So that adds credibility
Yeah, so you
to
can
your
say
company.
we have worked in businesses, even major businesses like cleaning the, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big account. It's the best football team ever.
Yeah.
No, but see, yeah, and this goes to all of you. Drop those pearls of wisdom. You know, those pearls in the middle of the pitch that say, wow. You know, find the key elements that you're going to drop, those big things, those catchy things that make you unique, relevant. Okay?
Yeah. You could have said something like, we make your commercial space feel like home. Feel at home in your office, something to make it personable, why people trust you for so long, because you're like family. Just some things to think about when you're doing it.
Thank you.
Now it's also coming to my mind also how you train the team. I think in cleaning, you want to see that you could be amazing, you could have a short team, but if you grow, how are you going to make sure that the quality gets transferred? So that was something maybe you can make an emphasis on. But good, Yasly, thank you.
My name is Jason Selvon, and I'm the co-founder of Riser Global. Riser Global is an organization dedicated to providing travelers with up-to-date information and modern technology to explore the world with confidence and peace of mind. Our mission is to ensure safety and security for travelers, especially during the international emergencies or crisis, which can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars without proper planning and current information. Currently, medical evacuation to the U.S. can cost travelers anywhere from $15,000 to $225,000, depending on the location. Our annual services include providing clients with up-to-date threat assessments and resources supported by technology to keep them safe. For example, this is one of the beacons that we provide. This is a common iPhone, which you can see the size in comparison is pretty small. It can fit into a backpack, even a fanny pack. And this is my Samsung phone, which are a little bit larger, but you can see it's the smaller size. And this works anywhere in the world on a 406 frequency, which is identified as an international emergency frequency. We are proud members of the Overseas Security Advisory Council, which provides security information on countries worldwide related to Department of State assessments and intelligence sources. We have attracted the attention of several NGOs and government organizations to find our services valuable and comprehensive. Currently, we're a partner with 3 private organizations and 1 U.S. government organization, with many more to come. Our growth lies with international aid and government organizations that coordinate resources for emergency evacuation and disaster response in times of crisis. As a self-funded organization, our dedicated professionals make our clients' safety our mission. Our team boasts 45 years of security and risk mitigation experience, as well as 10 years of crisis and incident response experience. Our current goal is to focus on funding our advertising and marketing campaigns to reach the future clients and organizations that believe in empowering travelers with confidence and resources to stay safe. We're currently seeking a $5,000 grant to ensure our marketing campaign reaches its full potential as a prior anti-terrorism officer for the Department of Defense and senior security professional with over 20 years of security experience in the U.S. Army. I have seen firsthand the lack of planning and preparation U.S. citizens place in their safety while traveling overseas. Riser Global is here to bridge that gap. We appreciate your consideration of our applications and our resources. Your support will help us continue to provide valuable services to travelers worldwide, ensuring that they explore with confidence and peace of mind.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Okay, comments. Everybody's
Yeah, I'll go
quiet.
first. Okay, demo. We love a demo.
I didn't have nothing in the box, so I figured I had to show something. I didn't.
Yeah, that's a
Nothing
good
right.
idea.
I think you have a great understanding of your business and that many people will not get it. So showing a demo is actually very smart for you to do. And it's something I think you should incorporate anytime you pitch so people can connect that it's an emergency device and whether it's a system or not. I think I'm gonna echo Adriana's point to, I believe it was Yasly that she was talking to, humanize the data. Some of the language gets a little bit overwhelming when you're talking about it. Some of the acronyms for the different organizations can be a bit much. So find a way to humanize that and make it relatable to multiple audiences as you don't know who you'll be speaking to. It also eats up a lot of your time when you're running through all of it. Also tailor down the expertise part a little bit, make it more in line with you. Instead of talking about the 45 members of your team, talk about your active years of service, which you didn't mention until the end. You're presenting and you're the front face of your business always. So when you have qualitative information, you can spend a little more time on yourself. And I would be a little more clear on what the business model is and how you make money. That was the only thing that was hazy for me. But other than that, yeah, I thought it was a great job.
Okay, very good. Francisco.
Actually, Jason, I thought it was a really, really good presentation, very complete. And actually, I would agree with Alexis, given the fact that I travel like for, I don't know how many, 30-something years extensively, I would say that you could like personalize it and again, give that vision of, you know, somebody actually has an evacuation need or something specific, you know, evacuating people out of a specific area, any kind of experience that you actually personally have, even when you were in the army of a company that needed to, you know, bring, somebody's, son or father or, kid out of, an area that was, suffering, whether it was COVID, which everybody can, relate to, or plain and simply because, flooding or, something that happened in Venezuela with, Maduro or Chavez. Those are things that people can always relate that if something, unexpected, Haiti right now, I mean, that people can actually like relate that, something happens. I want a company like Jason's to be there to support us and to help us out. And the reinforcement of we're going to be there to to support you and support your team. And, you don't want anybody within, your company to be in a situation and not know what to do. And we have that experience and that expertise to respond immediate response, whichever way, Anyway, I thought it was really a great presentation.
So
I appreciate it. Thanks, Francisco.
So Jason, you do it very well. Two things. I'm gonna add a lot from you receive really good feedback. Again, the business model. Work on your segmentation because you have to be clear that your product is not for everybody traveling. Even though everybody traveling could use it, you have really high users like string sports, traveling to conflictive countries. So talk about. I will talk more about your because you talk about our clients. No, not everybody uses your product. So this product is for who? People that do sports with high-risk sports, that high-risk travelers. Just narrow it because it will make an impact. It's an amazing product, but it has to be relevant for a certain group. It's not for everybody.
Okay.
In fact, the first thing you explained, I thought you were selling insurance products for travel. Now I realize what it is. So go back to your segmentation. It will help you improve your pitch, but you are in the right track.
And just to put, I know we're short on time, but that's something I kind of struggle with is that I've put so many resources and services together because I do sell travelers insurance as well. But sometimes it gets long, right? If I have to explain all my capabilities,
No, maybe you have to describe. We are a system that we need to find a way to put it together. A system for high-risk travelers that connects you with what? You know, find a way to describe it very shortly. But I think you are having an issue because you don't have the segment very niche, well-defined. Once you talk to your niche, the words that describe your service will be very precise.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
My name is Ana Garcia. I am principal and CEO of Palmera Insurance, incorporated in April of 2023 in Miami, Florida. Palmera is poised to become a strong player as a health insurance agency, not only in South Florida, but beyond. We will guide and support brokers in selling insurance products. We're committed in simplifying the work that happens and getting brokers to the sale so they're free to do what they do best, sell. Most insurance brokers love the sale, but do not like the work leading up to it. Palmera will support them in terms of compliance, legal, licensing, contracting, application processing, systems, marketing, and continuing education. Our agency and brokers will be contracted and certified to sell products from carriers such as United, Humana, CarePlus, Aetna, Elevance, Cigna, Devoted, and more. After a successful tenure of 12 years with Humana and a total of 23 years in the insurance industry, working for Fortune 50 companies, I am aiming to make Palmera a strong, profitable business. One of the key strengths is our strong business relationship with Marton Insurance Agency and Copeland Insurance Group, an integrity company, which are well established in the industry. This business relationship provides us with invaluable guidance and support as we navigate these beginning stages. The Copeland Insurance Group will be paying Palmera Agency overrides on broker sales. We plan on growing by 10%, adding new selling brokers each year to our current headcount. This $5,000 grant will further support our marketing and lead generating activities, assist our brokers in gaining leads to close and turn into sales. I am thrilled to bring my expertise and passion for the industry in creating Palmera. Despite being in its nascent stages, I firmly believe in the potential for this agency to make a meaningful impact in the market. Also, my existing relationship with providers and brokers will serve as a catalyst for growth.
Thank you, Ana.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any comment? Alexis, you have comments? Do you have? No?
Yeah, it was great. I think you hit all of the marks. I would say you could have a stronger open. It was kind of mellow at the beginning. I understood immediately who your target audience was. You tied it into the experience and you gave a growth projection, which was great. It helped to really understand your business model a little bit better. I would just say work on the tone of your voice when you're delivering. It gets a little monotone, and work on the opener being a little bit stronger.
So I agree. Anna, really good. You have really good material. And you really answer with compelling points, how you're going to grow, how you're going to expand. What I found interesting is that I found your pitch very strong, but you kill your own self with certain phrases that then you make us doubt. Like, I'm aiming to make. No, we are going. Okay. And then despite of being small or starting, no. We are going to do that, because the pitch was very strong, but you have a couple of phrases that were like, what? You sound very strong, and suddenly you drove us back. So eliminate all that language of doubt, but you are on the right track. And yeah, you have really good points.
Thank you
I
for
love
that.
how you plan to grow, how you prove the clients you have worked with. It was a strong, yeah, you have very strong points.
Thank you.
Today, 99% of school principals believe that music education helps develop better citizenship in students. As funding is drying up and families are facing financial hardships, children across the country are losing access to music education at the time they need it most. I'm Siobhan Cronin, career violinist, music educator, and founder of the Blackbird Society. We craft classic yet symbolic bracelets where each bracelet purchased raises money to save music education programs and provide instruments for at-risk youth. By bringing instruments back into the hands of children today, we are crafting better citizens of tomorrow. Our product gives each customer the unique fulfillment of being empowered as a philanthropist, allowing them to make a direct impact in their local communities. Our bracelet is a classic design with a memorable emblem that can be worn alongside any other jewelry for both men and women. As a showcase of our movement, it is meant to stay on and is therefore made of material that is resilient and won't wear out or break, whether you're at the gym, in the shower, or on the beach. While we have all heard of Livestrong bands, Tom's Shoes, Pura Vida bracelets, and others, Blackbird Society is the only jewelry line that exclusively benefits children in local communities, not abroad. It is also the only product that exclusively focuses on raising money for music education. As a team, we have been in the trenches with music educators, watching them lose funding and lose valuable connections with developing students. We've worked with those at-risk students and watched them transform through the power of music. We know firsthand the value of what we are doing here. And while we are still pre-launch, we know that we are filling a gap where there is an essential need. By receiving this $5,000 grant, we will be able to invest in essential marketing and branding efforts, to create important content to help promote the brand and work towards building a widespread brand awareness. By doing this, we can amplify the power of our mission, better engage the national audience, and begin to make a real difference in the power of providing music education. We ask you to take a valuable step forward with us in building this movement, because together we can save the future of today's children and build a better tomorrow by putting music back in schools and instruments back in children's hands.
Thank you, thank you. Comments?
I thought that was really good. It was very engaging. It made it, I can totally understand what you do, which is great. The only thing that I would suggest is having a demo of the bracelet. I'm assuming that you have one, a model, and then
I have a prototype, and I appreciate what you're saying and go on. I think talking about the product itself was hard for me because it's so much about the mission. So I hear what you're saying.
And then I think it would be impactful also to know how much of each bracelet is going towards the mission, or even how bigger partnerships can get involved. So they don't have to just buy a one-on-one bracelet, but they can, give money towards, just grant. I don't know. I just thought like maybe like on a bigger scale, say instead of just like one-on-one bracelet sales, like how you're making a lot of your money. But
Thank
overall,
you.
very good.
Thank you. That was very, very good comment, Rochelle. Thank you. Anybody else?
Go ahead, Jason.
No, I did like that. I focused in on the fact that she said it was going to help conserve, music education within the local community and not abroad. I thought that was very important because everybody wants to know what their dollar is going to, not just the product, but how it's impacting others. So that was pretty cool. I like that you included that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great differentiator. I love that the narrative of helping the children carried through your entire pitch. You mentioned it at the beginning, you mentioned it during the middle, and then you closed with it in your call to action as well. I thought that was very smart. I agree there needs to be some type of demo or showcase of the product if you're truly presenting. Also, be more specific in the wording that you use. Instead of saying for both men and women, you can simply say unisex. It'll eat less time. Instead of saying resilient, I want to know what kind of jewelry I'm putting on. If somebody has a jewelry allergy, resilient doesn't cut it. If it's sterling silver, what it is. Also need to know more about how you plan to generate revenues, even if it's a not-for-profit. How are you sustaining this? I would have also asked for the investment to go toward materials and not specifically. I don't think you were quite there yet, but those are my thoughts. Other than that, I thought it was wonderful.
So I like that in your case, you made an intro and then you name yourself and you say who you are. I thought it was on point when you did it. That was very good. You have a very good storytelling, it's engaging. We see like you want to help when we hear you, but definitely work on the business model. How are you going to sell more I think maybe because you're starting, you could use concept like our goal for this year is to sell this amount of bracelets, and with that we can save how many schools. Also mention how you can get them, you know, through individually, I agree with Rochelle, or corporations could buy it, or yeah, so that, but you have very interesting points.
Yes.
Yeah, great feedback. Thank you.
I would also like to add, if like once you figure out what type of bracelet you're using, the sustainability piece could also be a factor that you can touch upon. So if it's, you know, saving the economy by using recyclable products, you could think about that as well to make yourself unique and differentiate yourself.
Awesome.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm Mario Fiefie, the COO of iOpen Inc. At iOpen, we strive to ensure that our clients have a clear vision of their financial picture. 82% of small businesses fail due to issues with cash flow. At iOpen, we provide an array of accounting solutions, including bookkeeping, write-up work, tax prep, budgeting, forecasting, and analytics, to name a few. Typically, our demo consists of examining the client's current accounting system and making suggestions on areas of concern for improvement. iOpen brings a unique approach to the incredible amount of tedious tasks associated with the work of accounting, and approaches it in a manner that lends itself to be eye-opening, pun intended, and fortifying our clients' vision for their company's future. We have been in business for 18 years. All clients have been referrals. As a vet in the game, our clients love our work and send referrals freely. We have a competitive rate that varies depending on company type. For example, for-profit companies are billed at an hourly rate, while our nonprofit companies are billed at a flat rate based on their current revenue and grows with the company. Our team of accountants bring a personal touch to each client. With 18 years in the field, our focus on budgeting, forecasting, and providing a clear vision for the client's current needs and those of the future. We have invested the last 18 years in honing our craft to fit the personal needs of each client with a high level of professionalism. We are requesting this funding to further our reach in the market and acquire a more significant book of business. Thank you.
Thank you. Comments?
It was very straightforward and a little bit too scientific. I would like to see more personality and humanization of what it is that you do. I thought that you mentioned a very interesting thing when you talked about the pain point for your audience, which was that, you know, people typically have a hard time doing their corporate accounting, right? I would have much preferred you to lead with that than the arbitrary statistic for you, because you're trying to alleviate, once you mention a pain point, you can now provide the solution with your business and your services. And it makes it a little bit more palatable to the audience because they can relate to what it is that you do. Especially if you're dealing with finance, I would want more information about the business model and revenue structure. If you're working with both non-for-profit and for-profit, I would suggest tailoring the pitch to those audiences, and a stronger call to action at the end with the intention of the $5,000. But other than that, it was solid and you stayed within the timeline.
Thank you.
Any other comment? Okay, I think it was technical in some areas, but I also thought you made accounting charming, which I don't think is easy. I found that at least I was engaged. So I thought that was interesting. I would love to hear more about how the problem of your clients more clearly, like Alexis said, and the solution. Because at the end, what you do is avoid rework on finance, avoid issues with taxes, and save them time so they can focus on what they're good at. So work more on that. You know, how your service makes them better because they can really focus on what they need to do. And at the end, those $5,000, you were very generic to reach in the market. How are you going to do it? You need to be more specific. How you're going to do it? I want to do a Google campaign and a new landing page for the tax season. You know, be more on point.
I have a question for Mario.
Okay, go ahead.
Mario, who would you consider your competitors?
I guess it'd be other accounting firms.
Okay, so what, you know, I think I mean, great job, okay, good job. But I think because of the type of service and all that, you need, you know, to convince your target what makes you unique versus, you know, the big accounting firms.
Okay, yeah. Well, a little bit of something, how you can transform the businesses.
Yes.
Okay, so just to finalize, like the first time that you receive a Notion with a lot of information, you will do it again. So if you scan this QR code, it will take you to the new Notion page. I have included videos, the Canva, many resources. I recommend you download let me show you okay, let me summarize and I'll show you the Notion. So remember, in the pre-work, always work about the audience and the objective. Be very clear what is the pain, the product or service, how with your product and service you solve that pain, what makes you unique, proof of that, the team, and the next steps. I'm gonna skip the questions and I'm gonna show you, share, where is my Notion? So you will be taken to the second page of Notion. And it has, as you can see, it will take you to the slides of today and then all the additional resources. So the new way to pitch using this canvas, so you can watch a video, pitching your startup to an investor. So how to use the canvas is here. And I really recommend the app. Has a lot of examples. It's pretty good. And the Canva. So I hope this extends even more what we did today. Okay? So yeah. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I wish you a lot of luck with all your pitches. You have very interesting products and services. And challenge yourselves. You have the knowledge and the material. Just remember, focus on the audience and the objective. With those two elements, it will be definitely easier to write any pitch.